Now we're going to look at dilations, which are stretches and compressions. We'll start with vertical. So a vertical stretching is like grabbing a hold to the handles of a graph and pulling it up and away from the x-axis. And a vertical compression is the opposite. It's when you take hold to the handles and push it down toward the x-axis. So again, pulling up on it, the graph stretches vertically. Pushing down on it compresses the graph vertically. So for vertical stretches or compressions, if you see a number other than 1 outside in the front of the function, then that's a vertical stretch or compression. If that number is greater than 1, it's a stretch. If that number is a fraction, then it's a compression. In either case, you'll have to multiply that number by the y value in order to make the change. So here in this example, we have the square root function. Notice in front you have a number 2. So that's greater than 1. So this is going to be a vertical stretch. So let's go ahead and take any 3 points on a graph, and we're going to multiply their y values by 2. So I'm going to go ahead and take the 3 points that are on there, and notice I'm going to multiply my y values by 2. So 0 times 2, that gives me 0. 1 times 2, that gives me 2. 2 times 2, that gives me 4. These are my new points. When I plot them, my graph is going to look like so. So this was a graph that was vertically stretched by a factor of 2. So it is twice as the height, twice as high as it originally is. So here we have the square root function again. This time notice the transform graph, you see a half outside and front. Whenever you see a number out front and it's a fraction, that is a vertical compression. To accomplish that, we're going to multiply that number, which is 1/2, with each y value. So I'm going to take those same y value points we had and multiply them by 1/2. When we do so, this is what we're going to get. 0 times 1/2 is 0. 1 times 1/2 is 1/2. 2 times 1/2 is 1. Once we sketch those points, our graph is going to look like so.